We're back for more Outlaws Racing. We're going to Port Royal, which is my home track. We're actually officially just about a little bit past halfway through the season. We're doing really good in the points. So we're going to be doing that, Eldora, I-55, and Roper Mountain. Maybe a fifth one, but I really doubt it anymore. So I think Port Racing episode is going to be the standard. Difficulty be at 101. I did adjust the wheel-to-wheel contact, so it's at 0. So we should be not having any more just dumb flips and maybe even yellows, but I'm not really positive. I never even messed with that setting before, so I don't really know how that's going to be, but I guess we'll find out. Let's get into it. We didn't really get close to the goal time, so I think it's going to be one of those races where we're going to struggle, assumingly. Or at least not run that well. I went back to practice because I'm so used to having the goal time and hitting A because the buttons always invert. Now we're going to get rough driving because of that. I was trying to run the bottom lane like all through practice. The car just cannot handle it. It whips around so much that it's like almost undrivable. It's just, I've never experienced it to be that bad. I kind of had that at Madison Lake where I wrecked because the cushion just sent me into the wall, and it's sort of the case here. It's really the first time I've ever experiencing that, so I can't really make sense of it, but that's 11th. That's not ideal. So, I mean, if we still lose the championship, or we're going to, I don't know, I mean, this isn't really great. I mean, of course, everyone that's running around me in the championship is up at the front, so that's not great for the championship hopes again. I'm actually surprised we're going to gain a spot in the heat, and that was with no contact, no top fluid. We just straight up passed them. I'm kind of amazed by that. Didn't think we'd be doing anything. Alright, we'll make it to the qualifying dash, shockingly. We'll be starting pretty much second to last. But we clearly had something in the heat, which is very surprising, so maybe we could do something in this. I don't know, I'm kind of curious to see how often AI are going to wreck without the wheel-to-wheel contact existing anymore. Are they still going to wreck as much? Will it just be more about just straight-up driver talent? I feel like either way, having it at 0 is just going to make it a little more realistic. Like, we shouldn't be having this many wrecks at the regional, or not even regional, national level. Like, it shouldn't be happening that often. So, I don't know. I think it makes more sense. I think, even at 5%, it's still pretty damn extreme. So, I wish that was adjusted in some form, because it was like as if they have so many increments of that contact from 5 to 100 in increments of 5. So that is so much range, and it just feels like it doesn't. It feels like it's ultimately just one setting. See, like that would have flipped me, but it didn't. Thank God. This will make the experience more enjoyable. Now, I'm sure someone's going to get salty about it, but I don't give a shit anymore. I just want to have this experience be as less annoying as fucking possible. Alright, we'll be starting 8th, which is better than we were originally going to qualify in 11th. I'm hoping in the main we can do a little bit of something, but it's hard to say. It does seem like the outside line is... This track in particular is definitely one of the few where it really does seem like the outside line can work and do stuff, which is, you know, appreciated. It feels like most of the time it's just like it's just fake. I don't know. Never mind, I guess flips will still occur, as we just saw. Okay, good to know. I don't know how that happened. So, one car is definitely going to have damage from that, so that's going to slow them up. So, maybe we won't have a, horrific point day. I don't know, see the car just wiggles way too much on the bottom lane. It really just gets uncomfortable to drive, so I cannot run that bottom lane. So, want some green flag laps to kind of kick in. And try to work up the high lane, try to make it a pass. Thank God that was not a wreck. I'm so thankful to make that adjustment. I should have made that a long time ago and not, 87 parts of World of Outlaws 22 and now like 85 of this. Like, it should have taken me 170 parts to eventually switch it off, but it took long enough. That was amazing. Once again, that was only because I was up against the wall very closely, which I just lacked the talent to do on almost every other basis of reality. But that's the top 5. I'll take it. We're still going to lose points, but it won't be as much. We salvaged 2 points there. Basically in no man's land. I'm a second ahead of the cars behind me. They're like a second up the road from me, so in my own little zone, that's fine. Just get me out of here. My flag's out. I think it's a bit tragic just because we actually were catching 4th place a little bit. I just made too many mistakes to really capitalize on it. So, we'll lose points today. It's annoying. But I'm glad that we gained as much as we did before we made the switch, because we might be in trouble if we kept it at 101 like the entire season. But then again, they've been running like extraordinarily consistent, which is what I've been wanting out of them. So I don't know anymore. Now Adam Dixon now has tied me for wins. Actually, the top 3 exactly have 4 wins apiece, so that's kind of funny. But the top 10 in general just have a lot more wins. Like in the Pro Late model, we had like, I don't know, it was under like 10 wins or something that everyone had. I don't know, it was like a very small amount. But here, we're getting a good sample size that like, they came to play this season, and they're actually being, you know, they're running well. So, I mean, we may get some competition here. Not shocked we got harsh driving because we crashed in practice. So, other than that, on to the next one. Repair the car and everything. Eldora, usually that's kind of a good track for us, so maybe we'll actually gain points for the first time. And I don't know when was the last race where we gained points. Maybe, race 16? I mean, it's been a little bit. We were close to the goal time, so I'm hoping that will be okay race trim. I don't know. Doesn't really give me a good vibe. Usually, if we have a shot to run well, we usually get a 10th or 2, or even 3, or even 4 up on the goal time, and we didn't do that. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be the goal time, but it's 18th. I went up 1 click. I am up a 1 click on the fucking settings, and we're just losing points each race. Like, if we didn't have this, like, 80, 90 point lead going into all this, then, I mean, we'd be completely screwed right now, because we're just bleeding points every single race. We might need to adjust the slider again and put it up some more to balance that out. I don't know. Gained a spot on the start. That was kind of unexpected, but yeah, we're just not fast at Eldora anymore. I don't know what changed. I guess we're just, I don't know. I can't make sense of it. All right, P4. At least we'll go into the main. Starting P14 instead of P18, so that's something. So, I don't know anymore. It's, I'm going to be going through this entire series still questioning, like, how do I gain points on people? And also, how can I not have, you know, any more talent than that? Because that was fucking embarrassing. All right, we're making them up. That's something, at least. Thank God this race is not 40 laps or anything. It's so long, but nothing astronomically long. I guess the AI could still wreck, even with the wheel contact off. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. But we're starting P8 on the start, so that caution really helped us out. Let's see if we got... I'm going to be even more confused, because how can we run or qualify like 18th on pace, and then in the A main, we're just run 5th? How do you balance that? Like, you won't really know until you actually run the race itself. Like, it's all, like, you can kind of try to base it off qualifying, but not really. Wheel contact is at 0, by the way. How did that happen? I'm just so lost. I'm so confused. I don't understand it. Like, we're going to be like 100 plus parts in, and I'm still not going to be able to understand how this game works. Because just when I kind of have it figured out, then we move on to the next series, and then, you know, we got to kind of figure out the pattern or try to understand the madness all over again. Well, we're running P3, where I think we're ahead of Dixon Jones, so... Dixon Jones? That's Adam Dixon. I'm still haunted from the past, but he's up there in 2nd, so maybe we can gain some points on him. I don't know. 4th place is trying. But doing that, like, diamonding the corner effect has not worked at this track, which was kind of my get-out-of-jail-free card of driving the track wrong, but somehow right all at the same time. But we're closing up on them, so maybe there's something to it. I don't know, but we're right there with everyone. How, why, I don't know. Qualifying just don't make a whole lot of sense to me, I guess. I don't know. It's impossible to assume. Good run off at 2. I'll cut down low, try to do a crossover or a slide job. He might cross me back over. He does exactly that. Good battle, good stuff. When the game's not being stupid, this could be quite enthralling to the eyes, ears, and everything. I've fallen off just like my channel, and still kind of run that 1.5 second range. They've just been kind of steadily getting away from me. I don't know what more to really do. I'm trying to run the top, I went from burping the throttle a little bit, full throttle, it just doesn't matter, we just keep losing time. So, I don't know what else to do. More AI contact to annoy the shit out of me. We actually gained time that lap somehow. don't know how I wasn't really run the top. But yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. Going up one click on the difficulty from 100 to 101, and now almost every race, I can't say every race, but almost every race since we switched to it, we've just been losing points more and more. Except for the one showcase where I'm getting my showcases confused, but it's just a pattern. I don't know. If we lose this championship still, then we probably deserve to lose it if we had like a 90-point lead and just blew it, so I guess that would be fitting. That's definitely gonna. I'm not doing a fucking another season of this shit. If that's gonna be the case, I'll definitely do like an off-camera season or something, just to prove that we did it. It was just that we had to bump it down to 100. That's the other thing too. Is like 100's too easy. Then like 101, we're competitive. We're definitely running good, but they're running even better, so it's even harder. So it's just like no in between. It's either we're gonna win a shit ton of races or we're not. All right, we get third. I don't understand it. I'm trying as hard as I can, but we're just not good enough to. I mean, we're bleeding points, but it's just like a trickle, or like a drip. But it's gonna add up here. You know, it's just gonna keep adding up over time. So, I mean, we're halfway through the season. I mean, none of this is really comforting. So, I don't know what else to say. Vincent Jackson continues to win. So now we have 4 people in the top 4 with 4 wins. That's adorable. But I really highly doubt we'll get another win on 100, like on 101. We have yet to do it. We've gotten close, but it's clearly still not enough. But if I put it down to 100, then I probably would have won Eldora by like 4 seconds. Like, there's no in between. Eldora is usually kind of one of our better tracks, so if we only can get third, then I don't know where else we can win at. I really don't know. I-55, I don't think we've usually ran well there, but with these cars, maybe not. I don't know if we actually ran here before, so I don't remember. Maybe I haven't. Yeah, we did, actually, and we won, but that was with a different difficulty. Of the 100 days, so putting it to 1, I mean, this will be a good test. This will be a good test to kind of scale that out, see where we run. We hit the goal time, not overwhelmingly so, but that's okay. Got a 3 away in the first lap. Definitely not hitting that for the second lap, but it's the best I could have ran, and that's still 11th. I don't know. I'm sure Adam Dixon's right up there. Yeah, he's third, so seems like we're going to lose more points today. It'll be real funny. It'll be a real ha-ha in this game to make me run another fucking season of this shit. And then I'll get more money for the late model, and then it'll be OP there. And that people are going to be annoyed with that. So I'm like, fucked either way. So I'll spread the cheeks. Bring it on. Well, we almost threw that away at the end, but we got third. We're fine. That's where we started. On to the A-main. Kind of curious. I mean, once again, the difficulty went up 1 notch. We won here before. So, earlier in the season. So, that's what makes kind of playing this game and trying to figure out what setting to use kind of annoying. Because that's a pretty big difference from 101 to 100. Go from winning one race and then the other one we're just outside top 10. So, how do you race around that? How do you really fix that? How do you fix me having no talent? I don't know. That's impossible. But yeah, clearly even on that start, we weren't really doing a whole lot. So, I'm just kind of curious to see how this continues, like this season, just because if we seriously lose this championship after having like a 90-point lead, just because I upped the difficulty from 100 to 101, it's going to be so fucking funny that I'm not even give this game the actual respect of giving it like an actual second season. I'll just run a second season off camera with the 100, just so I have the satisfaction that I fucking did it, and then move on. So that's what I was gonna do. I was actually gonna do like maybe like the pro late model thing off camera, but no, I don't know, because if Adam Dixon Jr. is gonna be this incredibly consistent, we're in big trouble. I mean, we're 4th right now. Now, for all intents and purposes, that would be good. Like if we're in a 360 sprints or even the pro late models, this would be considered okay. Not in this particular series. Never mind. Adam Dixon Jr. is in fact 6th, and that's another AI yellow. I'm surprised, honestly. Usually I thought he was way up there at the front. I thought he was even leading, but he was not. So maybe we'll gain some points on him for the first time in like 5 races or something. Just have to nail the start, get to the bomb lane. I think 4th place is all we were going to be able to get anyway, just because we really weren't doing anything. So I'll happily accept it. I'll happily accept the fact that Dixon's running not, you know, 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. That's like where he's been, feels like he's been running for a while now. We're trying to do something here on the start. Maybe we can get to 4th. And maybe 3rd. Yeah, we will indeed get 3rd. I don't know how, but we did it. On the white flag, trying to get the 2nd. I hit the inside wall. That's just, you know, typical of me to screw that up. We'll bring it home 3rd. Actually, a really good point day in consideration of where the other guy was running, of Dixon. So that's good. And he got 8th. So hey, we'll finally gain points on him for a substantial amount too. So hooray to that. 93,000. That might be the most we've ever gotten. Car's in good shape. I-55, well, definitely was a difference. I wonder if the skill thing had something to do with the change of that. I don't really know. I don't know if that's really affecting that. I mean, I didn't really feel like there was a big difference. I don't know. On the Roper Mountain, I'll do some extra laps in practice just because this is a new track. I don't know what to really expect, but we got a, 70-point lead right now, so good. Al Reynolds actually won, so he's actually technically, we still, I don't know if we lost or gained points. I don't really remember. I've been keeping up on the points, but we've had such a big lead that I haven't focused on like the exact numbers. I don't know. Not in a little bit. I don't know, but Al Reynolds is now 2nd in points, 12 back from Adam Dixon. So Al Reynolds, we have to watch out for him. Hit the goal time, not by a lot, but it's definitely a goofy looking track. It's definitely a bizarrely raced track. It's hard to explain, but I think I got a feel for it. I don't think we're gonna hit the goal time, but 6th place seems pretty fine to me, or even 7th. That's okay. Al Reynolds is actually in 10th, which is really good for us, so we might actually gain some points out of this somehow. Oh, green-white checker costed us a position. Don't know why that happens. Or they'll keep wrecking. This heat was going pretty normally until the first yellow came out, and it really just sort of screwed everything up. We were running 2nd. I mean, I would like to not run a qualifying dash, but I don't want to start like 11th. So it's just annoying. I guess Erickson's just very fast. He's almost damn near past the leader there, but maybe we can do something in the last corner, cut down low. Couldn't even get a run, so we'll start like 11th in the main, which is annoying because you're qualified 7th. Yeah, 11th, exactly that. That's, yeah, very annoying. Now, I guess we'll see if we can actually move up spots in the actual main itself. I'm really hoping that we don't have just a race filled with yellows or anything stupid. I'm still surprised yellows still occur. I was almost expecting this game to be dumb and just be like, no yellows will ever occur again, but I'm wrong. I don't know how they're really being triggered or how it's starting. It still seems like the wheel contact does exist, even at 0%. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's happening a lot less often. As I say that, then there's a hellacious wreck, but it's happening less often. That puts up to P8. Surprised, not even like the regular championship people are not having any problems. Like, they aren't getting wrecked and having like one bad day. That's kind of what happened in like the big block modifieds in one of the seasons. That's like how we won a championship, is they got in one bad race because they got wrecked or something, and it just cost them all the points and all of everything. But we feel like we haven't had that in a while. Like, that has not happened in 360 sprints, hasn't happened in the Pro Late models, hasn't happened here yet. Moved up to P6, which is a little bit better than we qualified. Maybe we can get to 5th. I'm trying to. That was kind of an aggressive move, but we're in the mix at least. Got Washington here. Maybe we can get by. He went off the throttle a little bit, trying to help the car out. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but I'm trying. And a little bit of a slide jump, but into P4. I don't know if we'll get to the other cars, but it's still a respectable day. But when they're running up front like this, I mean, I don't know. That's all I'll say is I'm glad we built up a big point lead before we switched to difficulty, because I don't really think we would have a shot at it right now if it wasn't for that. hell of a battle for 5th brewing right now. Of course, we couldn't really execute it. Though we'll actually get a crossover. It's been adorable. That's another nice crossover. I don't know if we'll maintain it. That's another wreck. I'm trying to avoid it. We dodged it, and that's another yellow. Well, we're 4th still. It just feels like there's such a skill gap between 3rd, 2nd, and 1st compared to 4th. Like, I can't really get close to them. Unless it's on a dumb start. Kind of like that. Except Dixon Jr. is almost going to take the lead, which is not great. Because I don't need him to gain more points on me, because he's still kind of in the championship hunt, even though he had kind of one bad race, which was literally in 8th place for him. But yeah, we gained a spot somehow after all that, and we're in the mix for the lead here. I don't know if we can actually do that, but we're close. I mean, that's P2. We've been in this position many times where we've been trying to get the race win. This will definitely be the closest we've ever gotten to getting a win on 101 difficulty, and I still can't achieve it. And we'll lose a spot, or 2. And they just slide up right in front of me. That's also annoying. But we'll get back 2nd, and we'll finish 2nd. Once again, tantalizingly close. Yep. 2nd. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's cool, but... Actually, we're to gain points. I'm getting my drivers confused. I thought that was Dixon up to 1st. Oh my god. I'm getting my driver names confused. So, we had a good point day. Got that. Al Reynolds got 11th. That was actually horrible for him. So maybe winning this championship on 101 is not going to feel like it's BS that we switched it like quarter way through the season. Like, it's going to be like warranted. If they're going to start to have not as good races, then we got an 86-point lead now. So that's actually better than when we started this part off with somehow. So I'll take it. Just that everyone else behind me, like Vincent Jackson, and they're starting to get more wins than us, but we're just killing them on consistency, I guess. So we have about $2 million in the bank. I kind of forget how much money we're accumulating by getting almost 100,000 a race. So we're only about $1.5 million away to upgrading the entire car for the late model. I don't think we'll get that before the end of the season, but it's pretty close. I mean, not factoring in discounts or anything. So that's not bad for one season's worth. And we went to the season with like 200,000 something. So like one season of this, and we're very close to. I don't know. It's just interesting to note, but we're looking good in the points again. I thought we were gonna lose even more points, but I was very wrong. So we're just killing them on consistency. My last win came at I-19, so race 12. So that was 12 races ago. But we're more than halfway through the season. Everything's looking good in the point situation, so I think this is going to be, at this rate, a legitimate championship for the most part. So I'm going to feel good about it. Out there, there's much else to really say. I'll see you all next episode when we get to Oswego, Lima Land, which I think this is the second time we'll be running it. Same with the Weed Sport, I think. And Baxterville, which I know we ran earlier. So those are tracks I'm familiar with. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, see you all next episode. See you all later, and have a good day.